Welcome to the Enterprise Suite presentation, Custom Fields, User Roles, and Reports. You do not have to be an IT expert to tailor Enterprise Suite to work better with your business. There are many changes you can make without touching the internal workings of the software. You can tailor the system to work differently for different staff members. First, you can add custom fields and tables with the internal data dictionary. Second, you can create user roles. So you can make the system look differently for staff members that work in the warehouse as compared to customer service reps or the accounting people. You can also create new reports and tailor the existing reports. The data dictionary in Enterprise Suite is very easy to use. You can tailor existing fields or create new ones. First, you identify the table you wish to tailor. All the tables within the system are easy to identify and access. You can change settings for an existing field or create a custom field or new table. To access the data dictionary, all I do is go to the System Manager module, then click on the Customize option and click on Data Dictionary. The Data Dictionary displays. The first thing you need to know is which table that you want to tailor. In this case, we're going to tailor the customer table. So I will click on the plus sign to display the tables, and then I'll scroll up to the customer table. And there it is right there. I double click on it and all of the fields within the customer table display. You can see the columns across the top. You have the type of field, whether it's alphanumeric or numeric. You have the length of the field, whether or not it's searchable, if it's read-only, if you want it to show on the search list, if it's required, if it's part of the audit trail, and so forth. And so you can change the settings of any field, or you can add a new field. So to add a new custom field, you just click right here. So I click on Add a New Field, and then the wizard pops up so that you can add the field. In this case, we're going to add a field called Newsletter. We enter Newsletter for the name. It's an alphanumeric field, and then the length, 50 characters is fine, scale, options, and we'll just click on Next. Enter Newsletter is the help text, and I'll click on Next, and that's all there is to adding a custom field. And you can see down here it says newsletter _C. It always adds the _C to the custom fields. Then I can make it read only, but I'm not going to. And I can have it show in the class field, but I'm not going to. I can have it show in the list. I can make it required, and I can have it show in the audit trail, which I will. So that's all there is to adding a custom field. Now I will just save and close. The user role feature of Enterprise Suite allows you to tailor Enterprise Suite for a specific job. For example, a person who works in the warehouse may only need to access the shipping module and the inventory module. You can create a shipping role that only includes these two modules. This makes training and use of the software much easier. You access the role option from the System Manager module to create new user roles. Define which modules will be visible to the staff member. Then you can tailor individual screens, including adding custom fields within a module. After that, you save the role and then exit Enterprise Suite, the whole application, prior to using that user role. To access the user roles, we go to the System Manager, then we click on Customize and choose Roles. All the user roles show here. If I want to add a new user role, I just click on the New User Role button. We're going to modify the Sales user role. So I display it, and notice there are 3 modules that the salespeople have access to: CRM, Customer, and Inventory. I'll go ahead and remove the Inventory. So now they just have 2. Now I want to further customize the Customer module. So I'll go ahead and bring it up. Notice that I have grayed out a lot of the options here. I did that by highlighting them and clicking on the Hide button so they don't see those options. Those all look good. Now I want to further customize the customer form itself. So I'll double click on it to display it. Notice I added the newsletter screen. If I want to customize it, I can add another custom field. I can edit the existing one, or I can change the layout. I can add labels, separators, plugin containers, etc. Once I'm satisfied with it, I go ahead and exit out of the screen, and then I just save the change and close. Now, I have to exit the system and go back in before any of these changes take place. So I'll go ahead and exit out of here, and then I will sign out, and I'll sign back in as a salesperson, Joe Sales, so we can make sure that the changes took place. So then I click on OK, and notice that I only have access to the CRM and the Customer module. And so the Inventory module is gone. If I switch back to my original login, the system will be completely restored to the admin role, and I have access to everything. So that's all there is to changing a user role. Most of the reports included with Enterprise Suite were created with the Report Writer. You can use the Report Writer to tailor existing reports or create new reports. The first step to tailoring an existing report is to access the desired report. Then you load the Report Writer and make the desired changes. Then you save the report or do a save as if you want to keep the original report. To create a new report, you access the New Report wizard. Identify the report options, and then save the report. We'll modify the invoice as an example of how to modify an existing report. So for the invoice, we'll go to the Customer module, click on the dashboard, and select Reports. Then when the reports display, we'll scroll up to the invoice and we'll right click on the invoice and click on Load Designer. Then the designer shows up, and you can make any of the changes from here. If you want to add more fields, you can click on those, and all the fields that are available for the report display here. If you want to add labels, charts, graphs, lines, you can do that here. As soon as you've made your changes, you just click on Save and Close. To create a new custom report, just go to the dashboard, click on Report, then after Reports display, just right-click out in the Open and click on New Report. Then we want to use the Report Wizard, so we make sure that's highlighted. Click on OK, and then the Report Wizard shows up. And then just keep clicking the Next button and select the tables you want to use in the fields and format the report exactly the way you want it. And that's all there is to creating a new report. This concludes our custom fields, user roles, and reports Enterprise Suite demonstration. Thank you for taking the time to consider Enterprise Suite. For more information, please contact us from one of the following 4 sources. Thank you again for taking the time to look at Enterprise Suite.